person, because you're going to shoot from the hip with this set of two professional aerosol stain removers by our buddy Joe Campanelli, a professional cleaning solution, because that's the business that Joe is in. Don't think for a moment this isn't going to begin to emulsify those stains, because it will. And this will dry to a powder. But you're not going to get down on your hands and knees and scrub.
Well, sure.
You're going to wait until later when it's dry and go over it with your regular vacuum when you do your regular vacuuming.
Absolutely.
Because when that happens, all those crystals and all that stain will simply just draw up and out of the carpet.
Right.
You're going to see it disappear immediately, and then later, even easier to vacuum up. We're talking about two of these generous size cans, each one of them 15 ounces, because Joe, what this is doing is getting deep down and cleaning.
Yes, sir. What it does actually breaks the bond between the stain and the carpet fiber. It allows it to fall to the bottom of the carpeting, it dries to a crystal, and when you do your regular vacuuming, you don't have to make an extra trip.
Right.
When you do your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue. And this is an item that I developed almost 20 years ago when I had a little vacuum cleaner store. Sure. Because I was in Boca Raton, Florida, lots of hotels and restaurants and cleaning services. I sold a lot of stain remover.
I bet.
But it didn't work. When you're a little merchant, that's the last thing you want. So we actually developed our own, and I started selling it to other vacuum cleaner stores since it became pretty popular.
Absolutely. Again, you're going to get two of these cans. Let me show you. These don't have their lids on them, but you're going to get two of these great Campanelli stain removers. And again, you're shooting from the hip, professional results, and this works on so many different stains, doesn't it?
It does, and I think that's the key. The really tough stains. I mean, you know, I used to get $15 a can for this when I had my little retail store.
Oh, wow.
But people would spend that because it's a lot cheaper than hiring a cleaning carpet company to come
Or
out.
a whole lot cheaper than replacing carpet,
exactly.
right?
But talk about tough stains. I love to do comparisons. This is permanent marker, and it's called permanent marker because it's permanent ink. It's not supposed to come out.
Correct.
Okay, so if you go to the store and you buy something off the shelf, and we're pretty familiar with this product. It's made of mostly water and soaps. So what they tell you to do is they tell you that, you know, to generously apply the product, and then they ask you to get in your hands and knees.
Which is code for waste lots of product.
Waste lots of product.
Yep.
Now, you got to get in your hands and knees to do this. I mean, I'm standing, but normally your carpeting is on the floor.
Correct.
So you rub and scrub, okay, and then they ask you to blot. Now, and you know, I went to town on that, and I can get some of that, but again, tough stains, these products just don't work. But to be fair, we went and got one of the oxygenated products. Now, you can see it's not nearly as soapy, okay, but it's the same thing. They want you to get in your hands and knees, they want you to rub and scrub, and they want you to blot. And the problem is, of course, it just doesn't work.
It gets up a little, but not all the stain.
Right. Okay, so our foaming solution actually extracts the stain from the fiber. So it breaks the bond instantly. You can actually see the blue come up. I'm not rubbing, I'm not scrubbing.
Well, it's a great shot right there.
Right, and I could actually do this, you know, standing from the hip, David. So if you have arthritis, or like my dad's got a really bad back, it just makes life a lot easier, but it works. Now, just to be fair, so we don't, this is not a trick carpeting or marker.
All right.
We're gonna go back over and remove the stains that the competition could not.
Wow.
And you know, any demonstration I do here for the pet stains or the permanent marker, you know, we've been third-party verified. You guys won't let us go on the air unless, of course,
you know what's not happening here? We're not scrubbing. We're not blotting. We're not rubbing. We're not, you know, hoping and crossing our fingers that stain comes out, because it's already disappeared. You may be wondering, well, how do I get that product back up and out of the carpet? Let this dry. How long does it take to dry?
You know, a couple hours, but you can let it dry for a couple days. Whenever you do your regular vacuum.
And then go back over it with your regular vacuum, and all that dries to a crystal, and it comes right up with the vacuum.
It's that easy.
So let's take a look here at some other stains, and I'll tell you, how many are gone now, Stan? 400 sets are gone, and when I say sets, you will get two of these bottles, so or these spray bottles. So you're going to be good to go with two of these, and depending on how often you use them, they should last you a good long time. This is also on 2 easy payments, Joe, of $2, 2 payments of $9.99.
Wow, and again, you know, a little does go a long way because it's not a liquid you got to constantly spray. The foam actually does the work. So this is lipstick on a shirt. Now this is tough to get out because it's so waxy, and I might not be able to get this out completely. But if I can't, I would use this as a pre-treat. It is a wonderful, somebody whispering something in your ear?
I'm sorry, excuse me. It's incredibly unprofessional of me, I'm sorry.
I got most of that.
You can only imagine the jokes that are going around the control room right now.
I'm sure.
All right, so.
Again, if it didn't come out grass stain, blood stain, you know, ink stain, throw it in the wash, use it as a pre-treat. It's wonderful for that as well.
Now you may be wondering how much of a distance you can stand away, because you know what, the dog may have tracked in a whole lot of stain here or what have you. We're going to show you here, how many feet is this?
This is 6 feet. And again, a little bit of an exaggeration, but I want to show you how the product works. But to your point, maybe you can't move the couch and you spilled some wine between the couch and the wall. Now you can pinpoint it with the aerosol. But look at this, wherever this product hits. And
so the accuracy here is amazing.
Right. So, and it's great for also in the car. If you want to get like the car mats or, maybe a little bit under the seat, places where you couldn't even get a brush or a rag to blot and
You know
clean.
what's not happening? You're not squirting product all over the floor.
No.
You're not, it's not splattering all over the baseboards.
Right. We've been here 14 years. My first product I ever brought here 14 years ago. I would not be here 14 days if this product did not work.
And you know what?
So,
having been here 23 years, I know that to be true.
That is the truth.
So this is absolutely marvelous. Think about this also if you are, and here again some great, this is actually going to bond with the stain and break it down from the fibers of the carpet.
Right.
It's going to separate the stain from the carpet.
It does. It actually allows the stain to come apart from the fiber and fall down to the bottom. It'll dry to a crystal when you do your regular vacuuming, you'll suck it up. I mean, it works that easy. And if it's a really tough stain, it may require a second application, and it may even require a little agitation. But for the most part, it works just like you're seeing here.
Let me tell you that 1,000 sets, Joe, are now gone. We're going to add that to the 90,000 sets you've already sold.
Yes.
Folks, Joe's been on the air with this product. First one he ever brought to QVC for 14 years.
Right.
When he said a moment ago he wouldn't be here 14 days if this product didn't work, he's absolutely right.
That is the truth.
We have way too many people holding us accountable to make sure that what we say on the air is true.
Absolutely.
And those are independent agencies, the government agencies that are independent of QVC.
Yes.
This is why we're excited to be able to bring you a product that is effective on so many stains.
Yeah.
What have you here?
Okay, so wine. And this is actually one carpeting, and I like to show you this because it doesn't ruin the carpeting color. It doesn't ruin the backing of the carpeting. There's no soaps in this product. There's no bleaches in this product. All you do is point and spray. And again, it breaks the bond. The stain goes to the bottom. I don't have to agitate. I don't have to get on my hands and knees. If you have a tough stain and you've tried everything, I just say, please just give this a shot. And look at that, in just a couple seconds, I remove that wine stain from all of the different colors. We're not changing the color, we're not ruining the carpeting, and I can, again, do this from the hip. I don't have to bend over.
You know what I love also about this, Joe? It smells clean and fresh.
It does.
So, what do we know to be true about pet accidents?
Right.
First of all, this has been tested on pet urine.
Absolutely.
So it's effective on pet urine. And you know that sometimes a very potent pet urine stain will not only be a bright color, but it will also smell.
Right.
Where do dogs and cats go again? They go where they can smell where someone's been before.
Right.
Or another animal has been before, or themselves.
And to your point, this actually has been verified to remove the odors as well. So,
the odor and the pet, and the
stain.
pet urine.
Right, so they will likely to go back and mark the same
Let me give
spot.
this a try because I want to go after the little doggy prints.
Sure.
And this is a simulated pet urine stain.
Yes,
is that
sir.
right? Okay.
So just point and spray. And you can see, I mean, anybody can do it, obviously.
Look at this.
Right, the foam, it's the secret in this formula. The foam actually breaks the bond instantly. So I'm not relying on soap. I'm not relying on toxic chemicals. I'm not relying on bleaches. I'm just allowing the product to break the bond, allow the stain to fall to the bottom of the carpeting. It will dry to a crystal. You do your regular vacuuming, and you will suck it up.
This is amazing.
It is an amazing product.
It just absolutely disappears. Now, let's go over these last two muddy prints, muddy paw prints.
And David, you can't, this is my own formula. You're not going to find this product anywhere else.
It's not in stores?
It is not in stores. I mean, years ago, vacuum cleaner stores had it. But again, all you do is point and spray, let the product do the work for you, and let it dry. Again, you can let it dry for a week if you like, and when you do your weekly vacuuming, you'll suck up the residue.
And when that's dry, I'm going to be able to go over that with my normal vacuum. Let's go to my home state of North Carolina. Geraldine is waiting to say hello. Geraldine, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wonderful.
And thank you. Are you Mr. Campanelli?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Geraldine.
Hi there. This is going to be my 5th and 6th cans of stain remover.
Okay.
I live in assisted living
Right.
with wall-to-wall carpeting everywhere with 2 dogs who are very disrespectful. And this is the most wonderful product I have ever had.
Thank you.
And you believe me, I've tried them all.
Right.
So this is absolutely sensational.
Thank you very much. Well, Geraldine, I have 7 Yorkies, and they're very disrespectful too at times.
Yeah, I have 1 Yorkie and 1 Egyptian Lulu, who is about 24 pounds.
Yeah.
And he likes to lift his leg on certain things.
I'm sure.
And so it gets everything out immediately. It's just fabulous.
Well, thank you,
I
ma'am.
have to believe
appreciate
this keeps you and the dogs in a good relationship with the housekeeping staff. Is that right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well,
I would buy stock in your company if I could.
Well, bless your heart.
Thank you,
Geraldine, we're thrilled to meet you today. We hope that you and all the residents there have a very happy and safe Memorial Day weekend, and I'm sure you probably have some fun activities planned.
Yes, we do. Yes, we're having some singing this afternoon.
How
Very
lovely.
nice.
How lovely.
I live in the Gardens in Spruce Tree Way in North Carolina. So,
How lovely.
and many people here have dogs. I don't know
Yes.
if they all have this product or not. They all must have the same problem I do, but I just use it copiously whenever I need to.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Geraldine,
so much
all
for
the best
call.
to you and your family and your friends there in your community, and we appreciate you calling in, okay?
Thank you. And the best thing is, I'm almost 79, and I don't have to bend over
Right.
to get down and clean this up.
Yes, ma'am.
Without a doubt, and that makes
Exactly
a
my
huge
point.
difference, of course. Geraldine, all the best to you. Happy holiday weekend.
And to you as well.
Thanks
you,
so
ma'am.
much, dear.
Appreciate
Be
the
well.
call.
Bye-bye now. Okay, so let's update you and let you know. 3,000 sets are gone.
Thank you.
I have 500 people waiting to place an order, and you may want to get more than one set because, trust me, when you start cleaning up stains, you're going to probably say, wow, I could use another couple cans of these.
Especially after this weekend.
Good, exactly. A little bit of mustard and ketchup falling on the carpet, maybe? I don't know. So be sure and check this out, Mr. Campanelli. It's always a pleasure,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
nice
it.
to have
Thank
you
you,
back. All right, we've got time, I believe, for one more item. Is that correct? Oh, two more. Dos más.
Dos más.
Con Kirsten. How do you say that in Spanish? I don't know.
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Christina.